Okay, so if you've ever found yourself just like staring at that blinking cursor, battling that classic creator's block, or maybe just feeling totally swamped by all the steps it takes to get, well, even one piece of content out there, then you definitely know the struggle. It's real. The time, the effort for high quality stuff, it can feel huge. But what if I told you there's something big happening right now for creators? Today, we're doing a deep dive into how ChatGPT is really shaking things up. Think of it like, I don't know, an AI co-pilot, helping with everything from sparking that first idea all the way to tweaking the final version for, maximum reach. So our mission today for you is pretty simple. We want to give you a shortcut, a way to get properly informed on using AI. We're talking less effort, but, and this is key, maintaining or even boosting your quality. The idea is making content creation feel, well, less like a chore and more like a creative partnership.
Yeah, and we've really dug into some great sources for this. We've got step-by-step guides, insights from top SEO folks, advice from social media pros. So we'll be covering the whole journey, basically, from that initial brainstorming moment right through to optimizing for search engines, even planning your visuals.
Absolutely. So whether you're already a pro, trying to keep up, or maybe you're just starting out on your content journey, get ready. We're going to explore how working with ChatGPT can seriously change your workflow. Let's jump right in.
Okay, so let's unpack this. The first big hurdle for, I think, a lot of us, it's not doing the work, it's just starting. That blank page feeling, right? Creator's block. It can be totally paralyzing sometimes. And this seems like where ChatGPT can give you a massive speed boost right from the get-go. It really can.
Yeah.
I mean, the way it helps with brainstorming is pretty revolutionary. It uses all that training data to suggest topics, new angles, even really niche ideas if you need them. But the key thing, and this is super important, is being specific with your prompts. Don't just ask for video ideas. Ask something like, give me 5 engaging video ideas for a tech review channel focusing on smartphones that appeal to Gen Z. Or brainstorm educational video topics for absolute beginners learning landscape photography. You need to give it context, your niche, who you're talking to, what your goal is. That's what makes the ideas actually useful. It's like having this huge creative team ready to go.
That makes total sense. I can picture just sitting there racking my brain for something new. So what happens if the first ideas it gives you are, I don't know, a bit bland? How do you push it? Or kind of guide it towards something more original?
Good question. Yeah, if the first batch feels generic, you don't just give up. You prompt it again. Ask for more unique or surprising angles, or maybe different perspectives on this topic focusing on whatever your sub-niche is. You're essentially having a conversation with it. You iterate, you refine, until you hit that aha moment. And honestly, it saves hours of just staring at the wall or scrolling endlessly for inspiration.
Right, hours saved. Okay, so you've got this great idea. Now, the temptation might be to just start writing, but a solid foundation that makes all the difference. And it sounds like ChatGPT is also really good at helping with the research and the outlining part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's brilliant for pulling together background info quickly, summarizing complex stuff, giving you definitions. You could ask it for, say, surprising statistics or facts about renewable energy adoption trends in 2025, or maybe explain the main challenges content creators face when starting a YouTube channel, focusing on common mistakes. It quickly builds up this pool of material for you, saves a ton of manual research time. But, and this is a really big but, you have to double check the facts. Always use reliable current sources. Its knowledge usually cuts off around 2021 for the standard models, and sometimes it can be a bit general or even competently wrong. So your human brain, still essential.
Okay, crucial caveat there. Fact-checking is non-negotiable.
Definitely. And beyond research, it's fantastic for outlining. You can literally prompt it. Help me outline a video titled Top 10 Tips for Beginner Photographers. Include an engaging intro, the 10 tips with brief actionable points, and a strong conclusion. And boom. In minutes, you've got a solid structure, a blueprint for your script. It just streamlines that whole planning phase so much.
Wow, okay, so idea nailed down, research done, outline solid. Now for what many people find the scariest bit, actually drafting the script, that blinking cursor, right? But you're saying ChatGPT shines here too, helping turn that outline into actual prose and beating that blank page syndrome.
Oh, absolutely. It's great for that. You can tackle it piece by piece. Take your intro point from the outline, feed it to ChatGPT, maybe say, write an introduction for a video about beginner photography tips. Make sure you highlight why composition is important. Keep the tone friendly and engaging, maybe aiming at a younger audience. And the really powerful thing is specifying that tone. You need casual, humorous, formal, professional. Just tell it. It's incredibly adaptable if you give it clear instructions.
And it's not just the main scripted body, right? It can help with those crucial bits like hooks too, like a catchy opening line.
Exactly. You could ask it for a hook, and it might give you something like, "Ever wondered why your vacation photos don't quite pop like the ones you see online?" Instant engagement. Or for the call to action, it can help phrase it so it doesn't sound too pushy. Just a natural suggestion to subscribe or check out another video.
Okay, this sounds almost too good to be true, but here's the reality check, I guess. The output isn't final. It's a draft, right? It's a starting point, not the finished product.
Which leads us nicely into the next vital step: review and revise.
Precisely. Revision is where you come back in strongly. First step, check for clarity, logical flow. Does it make sense? If a transition feels clunky or a point is confusing, ask ChatGPT to rephrase that bit. Then, and I'm going to sound like a broken record here, fact check everything. Every stat, every claim, remember that knowledge cutoff. Verify with current, reliable sources. Your credibility is on the line.
Right. Can't emphasize that enough. And then, the big one. Does it sound like you? This is critical. You need to inject your personality, your voice. Add personal stories, your specific humor. That's what connects with your audience. That's the stuff AI can't replicate. And you can also ask it to help trim the fat, shorten sections that feel a bit long-winded. Finally, proofread. Grammar, spelling, punctuation. ChatGPT can even help with this final polish, but a human eye, your eye, is essential for catching everything and making it feel truly authentic.
Okay, script polished, sounding like me, facts checked. Seems like the hard work's done. But for visual content, especially video, there's the whole visual side.
Right.
Images, B-roll, those extra clips, graphics, and yeah, that super important thumbnail.
So true. The visuals are crucial, and ChatGPT can actually be a pretty decent assistant here too. For visual planning, it can suggest ideas for scenes or images that match your script, like maybe show a chart here or find some illustrative footage for this concept. What's really neat is generating prompts for AI image tools, like Daily or Midjourney. You can describe the image you want, and ChatGPT helps write a detailed prompt, something like a bright, inviting kitchen scene, cartoon style, person cooking breakfast, use warm colors, make it feel energetic and fun, helps you get those custom graphics faster.
That's clever, using AI to prompt other AI.
Exactly. And thumbnails, huge deal. Apparently, something like 90% of top-performing videos use custom thumbnails. So it matters. ChatGPT can brainstorm concepts for you, give the video topic, the target audience, and it'll suggest ideas. But, and here's the limitation again, it's not a graphic designer. It gives you ideas, but you need the design sense. You need to make the final call on layout, add text, choose fonts, colors, make sure it's readable on small screens. It's a brainstorming buddy, not the designer itself.
Right, human judgment still key for design. Okay, so visuals plan, let's talk titles. Probably the single most important piece of text for getting clicks and getting found, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's doing double duty, catching human eyes and pleasing the search algorithms. It's a balancing act. And ChatGPT is really good at this. It can brainstorm keywords relevant to your topic. Then it can weave those keywords into engaging title options, like revolutionize your content strategy with AI, how to use ChatGPT for content creation. You can ask for, say, 5 or 10 different titles. You can specify the style to listicle, how-to, questions, statement, and keep that character count in mind, usually 50-70 for YouTube. It helps find that sweet spot between searchable and clickable.
And the description below the video just as important, right? For discoverability and convincing people it's worth watching.
Totally vital. For SEO-optimized descriptions, ChatGPT can draft that opening hook, 1 or 2 strong sentences with your main keywords. Then it can help expand on key points, naturally working in keywords. Keyword stuffing is bad, but actual integration is good. It can draft calls to action too. Subscribe, check out this playlist, that kind of thing. What's also super helpful is it can format the description, bullet points, timestamps for different sections, and it can even suggest relevant YouTube tags or social media hashtags to boost visibility and hopefully get more clicks. It's all about adding that rich text layer.
Okay, moving right along, let's touch on accessibility and engagement. Captions, subtitles, sometimes feels like an afterthought, but really important for reach.
Hugely important. For reach, for accessibility, for engagement, captions are key. And yeah, ChatGPT can help streamline this too. You start with your transcript, which might just be your final script. Then you can ask ChatGPT to format it into SRT caption files. You can even ask it to break the text into short lines, maybe 1 to 2 sentences each, and add approximate time codes. Like, break the script into SRT captions, 1 to 2 sentences per block, with rough 3-second timestamps starting from 000000000000. Now, It won't get the timing perfect. You'll still need to use a captioning tool or YouTube's auto-sync to fine-tune the exact timing, but it does the tedious work of segmenting the text, which saves a lot of time, plus a small SEO benefit there too.
Right, speeds up a tedious job. And then this is a big one for efficiency. Repurposing content, taking that one great piece and spinning it out across different platforms, maximize that impact.
Oh, this is where ChatGPT becomes a powerhouse for amplifying your work. Think about it, that video script. Ask ChatGPT to turn it into a blog post, adjust the tone, format it for reading. Done. Then generate short social media snippets, maybe a Twitter thread with key tips using emojis, an engaging Instagram caption with the right hashtags, a more professional LinkedIn post, even a punchy script for a 30-second TikTok or YouTube short to promote the main video. ChatGPT is brilliant at adapting the core message for different platforms while keeping your voice consistent. It saves so much time and extends your reach massively.
Okay, this all sounds genuinely game-changing, like really shifting how creators can operate. But like any powerful tool, you need to know how to use it well, right? To really master this AI partnership, we need some best practices, things to keep in mind to get the most out of it and keep the quality high. It's not just push-button magic.
Exactly. It's a tool, not a replacement for skill. So best practices. First, prompts. Be specific, be clear. The better your instruction, the better the output. Don't just say, write about photography. Say, write a friendly, fast-paced 2-minute video script on 5 beginner photo tips for teens. Include a fun fact about lenses. See the difference? Specificity matters.
Okay, detailed prompts. Got it.
Second, it's a collaborator, not a replacement. Your voice, your unique perspective, that's your superpower. AI assists, you create. Authenticity comes from you.
Right, it enhances, doesn't replace.
Third, experiment and iterate. Don't just take the first thing it gives you. Ask for alternatives. Ask it to refine things. Play around with it. That's often where the best stuff comes from.
Don't settle. Keep pushing it.
Fourth, ethics and accuracy. Verify facts, always. Avoid anything misleading or that feels like plagiarism. And maybe consider being transparent with your audience about using AI. Builds trust.
Good point, transparency.
Fifth, SEO is important, but don't sacrifice readability for keywords. Write for humans first. Let ChatGPT help find good keywords and integrate them naturally, but don't stuff them in awkwardly.
People first, then algorithms.
Sixth, use its formatting smarts. It can output lists, code snippets, SRT files, Markdown. Leverage that for efficiency. It can even help with basic translation, potentially opening up new audiences.
Use all its features.
Seventh, and this loops back to accuracy. Remember its limits. That knowledge cutoff, usually 2021, the potential for making stuff up confidently, it lacks real creativity, emotions, lived experience. So for really sensitive stuff, legal advice, medical info, deep emotional topics, rely on human expertise for the core message. AI can help structure or edit, but not replace the expert.
Critical boundaries there, know when not to rely on it for substance.
Absolutely. And finally, again, proofread and polish. That final human pass is essential. Catch awkward phrases, ensure consistency, check formatting, make it truly yours and error-free.
So quite a journey we've covered, from that initial spark of an idea right through to a polished, optimized piece of content. It really feels like ChatGPT can make the whole process smoother, faster, less intimidating.
It really does. I mean, the big picture here is it's a productivity booster. It gives you suggestions, drafts, handles some tedious tasks, which frees up your time and mental energy to focus on the creative side, the critical thinking, the refining. It enables faster work, potentially higher quality, definitely less friction. It empowers your creativity.
And that leaves us with, I think, a really interesting thought for you, the listener, to chew on. If AI can handle more of the grunt work, streamline those tedious tasks, what new creative doors does that open for you? What could you explore if you had, say, an extra 5 or 10 hours a week? How could it amplify your unique voice, help you reach more people? Just think, what amazing new content are you going to bring into the world with a little help from your AI partner? We really hope this deep dive has sparked some ideas, given you some concrete steps you can try out. Keep exploring, keep creating, and we'll catch you next time on The Deep Dive.